Qualifying, I always walked behind Rob, and I could watch what lines he was walking in qualifying because of the van's footprints in the sand. We can kind of look at every line he was checking out and where he went off into the bushes. And
yeah, that's quite a compliment. You know, Jason out there trying to find my shoe prints and realizing that I wore Vans. You know, I give a lot of credit to him, but that's what it takes, honestly. You know, I'm out there walking the course trying to be quicker, and for him to try to one-up me, you know, that was a good one. I got to give him credit for that. You know, it's impressive, and, you know, Jason works hard, his team works hard, and his results have shown over the years. Now knowing what I know about Jason Voss and his family, his dad, mom, you know, they're all very passionate. James East as well. These guys are good. You know, they want to win, and they do what it takes to win, and he deserves everything he's got.
He just is a winning machine. He knows how to win.
Walking through the desert with no water for my tongue.
Obviously very talented behind the wheel of a trophy truck. You know, he's proven that time and time again.
He has that extra 5% that only some have.
Oh man, Jason Voss's driving is insane. He's super talented, he's aggressive. He knows exactly where to put the truck at all times.
To win 4 out of the last 5 Vegas Torinos and, you know, be a 4-time Best in Desert champion.
So many back-to-backs at Parker. He has back-to-backs at Vegas Torino to where it's his race now.
I think it's fair to say that Vegas Torino is Jason's race. I don't know how many times he's won the damn thing, but it's been a lot.
I like him. I hope he wins Vegas Torino this year.
He's a threat to win any race, and honestly, I would point him as probably the most threatening.
Casey Folks uses a term, he's a bad man, and that's, you know, Jason Voss. He's a bad man. So I hear one of Jason Voss's highlights is passing me, and actually I don't remember that happening.
Silver State 300 race, and we got up into the pine trees there, and I wasn't quite sure who exactly was in front of us. We came up on him and saw it was Rob Mack.
You got to remind me of that because I don't remember Jason passing me.
We came up, gave him a bump. Rob was good. He pulled over, let us by. He knew we had caught him. Casually go by him, trying not to get too excited that we just passed Rob.
I do remember having a flat early in a race like that, and maybe that's when Jason passed me. I'll have to look at that and see the record. So, yeah, I think I had a flat.
Might have been the only time I've passed him racing.
Jason Voss. He's got a cool stash.
I don't know when he started the mustache. I have noticed it, because it's hard not to notice it, I think.
He can rock a mustache, actually. I'm jealous. I can't even grow a mustache, but if I could, I'd make sure it was better than Jason's, because he sets a pretty high standard for that.
The stash, that's awesome. I like it. I think it gives him, you know, 90 more horsepower in that truck to win races now. I've tried to, you know, start mine, but it hasn't become as good as his lately.
Yeah, you know, luckily I've never had to grow a mustache to start to win or to get some wins in. But, yeah, it worked for him, you know, and maybe I need to send him some shaving cream and some razors. Cut that off.
You know, there's a lot of people that say it's the mustache and him winning races, and then, you know, one goes with the other. But 2 years ago, he had a mustache. He didn't win the race. He had a mustache at the Mint. He didn't win the Mint.
In fact, I believe the one weekend that he showed up to race without the mustache, he didn't win. And then we had a conversation about this. It's the stash. It's the Dale Earnhardt rule of racing.